This here, so I don't lose it. No, I just lost a nail, damn it. Let's try not to do that. That sucks. Hopefully I can find it later. Alright. So much stuff. I have all of the things because I don't know all of the things I'm gonna do. So, there you go. Play it by ear. But I guess first off, if anybody's here or on their way, I am BDazzldNails, or Brandis, aka BDazzldNails, here, there, and everywhere. And I have no time to record these days, so we're just doing a live so you can guys see me flop or fail or succeed as we do it. So I got from the Nail Lab her nail liquid IV kit. I did my first set of liquid nails for New Year's, and I'm obsessed. They're so much fun. Right now, I'm only able to do them on like the really long nails. Hi, Tara. But I'm trying to figure out the shortest I can take them and have them like still do the fun liquid thing. So that's in works. I'm gonna pick up some of the sculpted squares from Après because that will give me like more domed space. And I think that would work really well if I wanted to take the nail a little shorter. But until then, I've got my XL sculpted coffins, and that's what I used for New Year's. Okay, let's get the basics out here. I'm going to do probably just the one main liquid nail live, maybe two. I've got my sticky-ish from Cosmic Nails. Couldn't find my gel foil, so we're just gonna use air dry. Yeah, Tara, so that's what I'm gonna play with. That's what I'm gonna play with, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. But I gotta sort my drawer real quick. I've got an entire basket of things that I knew I would need, so we're kind of trying to set ourselves up. Got my LED. I did get these for Halloween, so I actually grabbed them to see if they would work out for this Valentine's Day set. So we just got those kind of hanging out in case that's what I want to do. I got my red chrome from Red Iguana in case I wanted to chrome it instead of paint it. I have a stack of lace foils to my right. Yeah, that makes sense, Tara. And I have very tiny nails. Anyways, I've loved playing around with them. Yeah, they've just been a lot of fun. So let's see. I've got red glitter liner, black liner. I have my red gel, my black gel. Kind of the things we're looking at. Now, where did... What else am I looking for right now? I don't know, my brain stopped working. Should I do bright red or like a deep muted red? I guess that's the first question. And that'll kind of send me on my direction. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for my stand for my nail tips. All right. I plan on having a lot of fun this Valentine's Day season. Hopefully I do get around to everything. My life just needs to stay sane for a little while, and then I can do all the things I want to do. It's so hard when your nursing quits or takes vacations. Like our main nurse, she went to see family, which is fine, but she didn't like let us know she was going to go see family. So it was like sort of out of the blue that she was just out for 3 weeks. So that impacted my holiday sets by so much. All right, so many tips. All right, so many stands. All right, so this is the muted red I have. It's from Madame Glam. It is called Cranberry Cheer. And then I have, what else do I have? Berry Bordeaux. There's a kind of like shade difference with those. I was kind of looking at those. I've been loving, so I had a collab deal with Bright Rainbow, and they sent me these amazing metallics that I used for New Year's. And so I pulled the red because I just am obsessed with like how much shimmer and glitter there is. So I pulled the red in case I wanted to do that. I might even just like ombre the nail bed with that. So we'll see, just to give it a little hide, because it is kind of interesting science that you have to do to like figure out where your nail bed is and like the best way to seal it off. But I seem to do okay for New Year's. I only had one fail nail, and that was just because for some reason I think my gel touched the oil and it made it cloudy on the front end, and so I had to redo it. So I was not gonna have a cloudy liquid nail. It was just, it's not gonna be what I want. So, oof. Let's see what else I got. I thought I pulled more red polishes. Where did I put them? They're not in here, so I don't know where they went. All right, well for now, that's what we got. I gotta figure out where I would have put the other ones, because I did pull a bunch. Oh wait, I have a whole other basket. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So I've got a red by Canini. I've got another red by Madame Glam. I've got a red from Beatles. So I will probably swatch these on my little paper, and we'll see. We'll see which one I like best. Thank you. Yes, if you're here, please like the live so other people know I'm here. The more likes I get, I guess, it's probably where they decide to like send me into the feed. So otherwise, if you're one of my nail besties, say hi. I've missed everybody. The holidays were crazy. My little holder over here. All right. So I have a little pad for my paints that I literally just had. There it is. All right. So I'm just going to swatch these reds real quick before we get started, because I want to know what shade red I want to use. So get that going. Let me get my gloves. And random shit post shit. Hi. Right. Oh, this is what I'm wearing right now. I have on the medium sculpted rounded from Off Prey. And I used their Novice Extend Gel to put it on because it was easy peasy. And the color is actually a milky top coat from Bling Galleria. So I had plans to do something else. I wanted to do like an opal stained glass look. I just haven't gotten there yet. I do want to give a shout out to my nail friend Nora. I had wanted to take part in her collab, and instead I fell asleep in a fibro fog last night. So it didn't happen, and I'm very sorry. But I love you, and I say happy birthday. You're there for everybody. Okay. So this is the red that I got from Beatles. It's a glassy red. So that even might be cute, like, behind the foils. This kind of depends on, like, how visible I think it's going to be. So here's one of the foils I'm looking at. So that would look really sexy. So it kind And I got like some red rhinestones. Hopefully some of them are small enough to go into the nails. That's what I did for the New Year's set, is I did some white rhinestones and I put them into the nail. It was really pretty. They flipped around a lot, but, and I also did clock gears to go along with the clock theme I had. This is Scarlet Red. It is just a glitter. It is not a cat eye. Okay. This is, I had meant to grab all the Canini reds I had. All right, but this is Canini. It's a HEMA-free gel from Amazon. It's number 9099. And so it's a red. Came in a kit of like just reds. That's very deep, very sultry, which I like. What have you been up to, Tara? And again, this is Berry Bordeaux from Madame Glam. It's leaving that natural, that like traditional red and going more into a wine, like a muted wine. That's very dark. And then this is more of the bricky red. It's like cranberry cheer. These were in the Christmas sets from Madame Glam. I have a code for Madame Glam. It's BDazzled40. My link tree is linktree.com /backslash BDazzledNails. So I've got my collabs and my affiliates up there. This is definitely like a deeper muted red, but it's still on that traditional red side, I think. So let's see. I'm leaning towards that traditional red, but maybe not like super, super red. Like I don't really have my best red in gel yet. I have a dip from CN Designer Dips called Cherry Tart that is like my favorite go-to red. So I just need to find its companion in gel. All right. Yes, me too, Tara. That's exactly what I've been doing. Like when I've had the time, and I haven't been doing nails because I've been trying to like prep for the new year by like organizing my nail stuff and getting rid of a bunch of like expired products or things that I don't like. So I'm really leaning towards the Canini or the Madame Glam Cranberry. Like I like this one a lot, but it is sheer. So it's just going to give you more of that glass nail. So I'll probably use that for like other nail art stuff that I've got going on in my brain. I've got a lot of cat eye stuff I'm playing with right now. So that's probably that with those. And then my red glitter liner is from Sundara. They had like a big sale last year. And so I picked up like different liners to use. It's almost the same as the Scarlet from Madame Glam. So then I got their black. I got a lot of gel liners. I'm always looking for the perfect formula for my gel liner. So yeah, I like to use my liners to create a French if I'm doing a French. Okay, so the inspo is black. It's a black gel nail bed to a black lace. Let's see if I can get that up on my son's iPad so I can take a look at it. Really need to replace this iPad if my husband will let me. I'm upgrading to the 17 Pro Max, so that may be his way of being like, no, you can't. But we'll see. But we'll see. When did this stop updating? It looks like it stopped taking my cloud photos as of my Christmas light nails. Bummer. So I have to look it up online. Black lace. long nail. Let's see if that gets me what I want. Hi, Patty. How are you? Thanks for coming. Yeah, this iPad just simply doesn't have enough memory. So I can't even really access my photos and stuff in the cloud, which is a bummer. Okay, images, not chatting. Images. See if I can pull up the closest to it. So I really like the red, the black, and I would do the black, except I kind of just wanted to put the besides just sexy, I wanted to put a Valentine's Day spin on it. Let's see if any of these are the one I was looking at. No. Bummer. Bummer. It's pretty simple. It's a black nail bed that goes to sheer, so you can have the black lace be seen. I was trying to remember if there was backing to it. I don't remember if the black lace was over a color. Because otherwise it would just be over clear, which is great, but is it clear enough? That's the question. So that might be what we play with. The nice thing about these is for the aqua nails, you have to do them in reverse order. So it would be the black lace on top, and then it would be the color underneath. And so we're gonna do that black lace step anyways. So no big deal. Okay. Well, failed to find it, but that's fine. Okay. I gotta pop this into my lamp real quick. So my lamp is still farther away than I would like it. Because all my other lamps died. So I don't have a good cordless lamp right now, which is a bummer. So I'll be going back and forth to cure. Oof. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Tara. Okay. The tips go. Ta-ha. So I usually do my thumb and my ring finger as my accent nails or art nails or glitter nails. So that's what we're gonna do. The nice thing about the sculpted also is that it leaves enough room for you to create that back of the nail to make the tank. So that's what it's called. So the liquid area of the nail is called the tank. So that's what we're using, and that's where we put the stuff. And so the tank begins typically at the end of your finger because it's flat. So it will go to the very end of the nail. So if you're looking at this, the tank is going to go and begin around here because there has to be room for your finger because it's going to go all the way here and be cut off. So this will just be solid. So that'll just be solid. And that's going to be the tank. So your finger has to snug into there. And that's one area that I did struggle with at the beginning on my New Year's nails, is making my finger be able to fit. And so I had to file into the tank a lot, which is also probably how the other one got cloudy. Maybe I didn't get all the dust off. So I had to carve out space for my finger. That is not the plan here. All right. Good idea is to mark in some way where your finger ends, which is normally done with a little scissor. I don't have my scissor right here, so I do have pens. Here, no, yes, maybe. Yes, I do have a pen. See if it'll work. It's not one of my micron pens. Actually, I'll just grab a micron pen. Ah! My nail space is a big L. And my lamp and my other supplies are on the other side of the L. Just started talking. All right, so I'm just gonna mark it right here with my micron pen. Okay. That'll let me know that I have to have that space. So generally I recommend that you keep your nails short because the longer your natural nails under these, the less tank space you're gonna have. And that's not what we want. We want plenty of tank space so we can have the fun, free flowy, folly, glitter, and caviar beads and whatever else you decide to put in there. I'm going to try to put, if I remember to bring them, I think I brought over a red metal heart and I kind of wanted to have just one of those floating in the tank. And so it'll go up and down. Anybody else remember those liquid pens? Those were so cool. I love those liquid pens. The little ships, and as you tilted it, the little ship or whatever would float. I went to New York once and we had a Statue of Liberty one. And it was like the ferry going to the Statue of Liberty. And that's what it floated. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That's what these remind me of. That's what these remind me of. Okay. So I've got it prepped. I have this, so it just makes it a little easier for me to like pick it up, put it down. My individual nail stand is from Liquid Layers. My girly, she was sick this Christmas, so she's a little behind on orders, but she is making them. She is getting them out. My code there is BDazzld15. All right, so the kit. I ordered extra sheets, so you get a laminated sheet. So as long as you have your own laminated sheet, you can do this yourself. Like, you don't need this. But it's cute. It's Kuromi. I love Kuromi. She's my girl, right? So that's why we're doing that. Okay. Oh, yeah, like I said, with the cranberry cheer. All right. Then this is who has the kit. Nail Liquid IV. You can use her QR code. She's also got like this clotting jet oil stuff. Very cool. I was gonna pick that up for Christmas and I didn't get to it, so we'll see, maybe for summer. And the basic Nail Liquid IV kit comes with your oil, which is baby oil. It smells like baby powder. She calls it the saline flush oil. I also have a really good coconut hair oil that works. Very liquid, lots of good flow. So I'm gonna play around with that and like micro glitters and see which one I like better. You get the liquid Band-Aid gel, which is what closes off the tank. And then you have your liquid IV mix, which is what makes the tank. All of these need to be like non-sticky gels, like cured to a shine non-sticky gel. That's the key point to making like a good tank, is that. Okay. So I have a brush. Okay. You can even use these cute little lines to like line it up. I'll measure it out. So we want this to go to here. Okay. So that go almost to right about there. Okay. You can do it this way. You just scooch it. Well, do tell me when you remember. Because Because I know I could make my own kit of this. Like, it was just fun to be able to buy an all-in-one and not have to think about it. Okay. All right. Tell just about where I want it. Oops. And I like that it comes in the little squeezy tubes and stuff. I do not have a nurse today at all, but Kieran is at school. So that's why I was able to get on here and get live. And I'm only doing the one nail because it's early pickup day for Kieran, which is why I wanted to go live yesterday. But today's early pickup, so I should have enough time to do one nail. So I'm putting enough product right here, hopefully, to paint up. I don't want a ton. You don't need a ton. So we'll see. You don't want your tank too thin. You don't want your tank too thick. Okay. And then I just spread it out to just about where I want it. Let's see. Okay, it's clear, so it's hard to see, but I'm kind of going up to that line, and I'm going outside of those lines because I know that's where my nail was hitting, was just like right inside those lines. Let's see. Yeah, you want it to be really smooth because any of those wrinkles are going to disrupt how the shine happens and so how clear it looks. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more just because I want it to like auto level or self level. If it self levels, we'll have less bumps, right? Okay. So just kind of hold it, and then I'm check the shine. So I just check the shine reflect. I just want it to be ultimately thin, but smooth. So you might lose a little product when you're doing this because it'll go out and you're just gonna kind of pull it until you like the thickness and you don't see any air bubbles. Looks like my light is being my friend and sending dust down, which freaking sucks. I need to get my housekeepers in here to get the fans. I'm overdue for a fan cleaning apparently. Okay. Be nice if that would settle. All right. You got the line up here. So needed to end right there. Okay. So I hold it down, and then to do a quick cure, I grab my little wand. And then I just hold it down. So you get that quick cure going. And then you'll be able to let it go. Like, that's the nice thing about this kit, is with this kit, it is stupid easy. It's like I think my battery's almost dead with my light. You don't need anything crazy. Because I had tried using like a insulin needle to insert the oil and all these other things, and it just it was messy. The oil was too thick to go through the needle, so bummer. All right. So now I'm just going to move that into my lamp to finish curing, but it's basically done, and we've got our tank. Now, if you're doing this on a person, that's going to affect where you load your like pretties. When I do press-ons, I have been loading them through the back of the tank. And if you're doing it on somebody, you're typically going to go through the front of the tank, which is the end, right? But I'm doing coffin, so I need to know, like, it doesn't matter what size the end of the coffin is because I just need them to move through the thicker part of the coffin. I'll have little pieces that can go to that narrow part, and then I'll have the bigger piece that might stay more towards the center of the tank. So I go through the back because that's the widest point of the coffin, right? And so I hope that makes sense. And if you're doing this on a person, I recommend you set up the tank before you do any of the art. And then if you're using the après style tips, you make your tank, you seal it off, and then you can apply it to their finger and use your gel to adhere it. And then now they've got a tank nail, they've got a nail, and you're ready to go. I'm drinking a quad shot espresso, so don't mind me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I have an idea. So instead of using glitter to blur the tip to tank, I think I'm going to go and ombre the clear glass red and the cranberry at that point so that as it goes into the tank, it becomes sheer red and then it's just clear. I think that'll look really sexy. Okay, I think. Also, if I might, so we're gonna see if this works. I might change something if applying the lace doesn't work with this. So, reserved for later changes maybe. All right. Hopefully, oh no, that's way too thin. Okay, yep, way too thin. Yeah, that didn't happen to me last time. Way too thin. But see, it made this perfect little flap. So, we're gonna go again. Do it again. Yeah, that definitely did not happen to me last time. I was being too cautious. Too cautious this time. Go again. Ah. The fun of doing stuff live. All right. So then we're actually going to do, I still need to, yeah, we're still going to do it the other way. Anyways, so yeah, so you can fold and bend and get your gel off your card. That's the nice thing about it being laminated. That's what makes this work. Okay. We're going to try again. All right. My dog's apparently going to go crazy when we're all doing stuff and we can't do anything for him. He's like, nope, we're going to raise the roof. Our gardener doesn't come until Friday, so I don't know who it would be that's bothering him, but. I think I was supposed to have, like, pest spray this week, so maybe that's the pest person. Hope they like dogs. Totally forgot. Knew there was more reasons that I wanted to do this on Tuesday instead of today. Dad's life. Dad's life. I have my notifications turned off, so I won't even know. All right. Just about there. Whee. Nope. There's dust in. Why is there dust in there again? Oh, that's annoying. The fan is putting out a lot of dust. Very frustrating. Alright. I think we're good. Ah! Stop moving. Alright. Good, good. I may have to go check. I'm just gonna set this up. I'll throw this in the lamp, and then I'm gonna go check and see if it's my gardener people. But yeah, no. The stupid fan got dust all over it. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. Hopefully that's thick enough. All right, I'm gonna go throw that in the lamp. I'm gonna go see what's going on with the dogs real quick. And I'm gonna bring my crappy cordless lamp and hope that it's got charge. Ugh. See what's happening with the dogs. Nothing here. Dog's just being crazy. Main part, I just want to make sure he was inside. Not outside barking at the dog. Alright, I'm back. I got my lamp. I just gotta get plugged in. Couldn't find the cordless one. So we're just gonna make do with this one. If I can find space to plug it in. Too many plugs. There we go. She's good to go. She's nearby. I got a free lamp from Madam Glam because they were doing a buy this much stuff and we'll give you a free lamp. I was like, yes, I will buy that much stuff. Because basically what you were buying was the same cost that they sell the lamp for. So I was like, yeah, sure. I need the colors. Take the lamp. All right. Oh, we're just gonna delicately peel this off. Pop it. Pop it. Don't bend. Pop. All right. Better be sealed. Okay. Oh. This is what we have. It's still pretty delicate. So I'm actually gonna take and apply just one more swipe of gel back there. I just really wanna make sure this does not pop open because that would be really, really frustrating. Have all that oil and stuff spray around. So not my idea of a fun time. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of little brushful of the liquid IV. I can. My hand is not squeezing. Ooh, smart. Yeah, I was looking at the Crivel sale and I really should have grabbed them. But yeah, it was just too good of a deal to pass up. And my other, yeah, some of my LEDs are dead on my other Madam Glam, which makes sense. Like, I mean, with all the sets we do, we're basically using them like in a professional nail setting or maybe even more hardcore because we do like one nail at a time sometimes. Okay, so I'm just making that as clear as possible. Remember, this is a non-stick, so it's also a non-soak. File off only, so don't cure your brush. All right. Coffee, 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 coffee. Now I need to figure out which lace up I use. That's a big question. So let's see. I have this lace, which is quite pretty. But it's got a lot of those big flowers. And I've got this one, which is like more of a traditional lace, larger open weave. So like, unless you have a very long nail, you might not get as much of the design. So that's like a factor. I have, let's see. So I cut these up. I have these cute little Swiss dot. I have these adorable little butterflies. They're definitely like a little bit busier of a pattern. I have this little like chiffon-y fishnet kind of ribbon look, which I think I like that one a lot. I like the Swiss dots because the Swiss dots are always kind of sexy. They remind me like of pantyhose. Got this. Or this one, which I like. This is more like the rose one. I kind of like this one. Ugh, now my fan's being really annoying. That's really big. Ooh, that's cute too. Straight up fishnets. That's pretty sexy. What do we think? I don't like that one. Let's see. And then these. It's pretty cute. I like the density of that one, but like the open weave is smaller. This is sexy, very busy though. This is very light, but foils are sticking to my fingers. Let's see. I like that one too. The design is a little messy though. I think I got these from Temu. So the prints probably aren't all perfect. This one, of course, would suit the day. We've got a heart. But since I'm putting a design in there, you know, I'm putting like hearts and rhinestones and stuff, maybe I would want to stick with the more fishnetty lace. So these, or the Swiss dot. Let's get off. Swiss dot, where'd you go? Did you blow away? Where'd you go? They're very staticky. Sticking to me everywhere. Stop it. Off. Now where'd it go? Just get lost. Get off me. Get off me. All right, just gonna pick those back up. Okay. Put these back in my binder. I gotta go turn off that fan. That fan's getting aggressive. Oh, I'm too freaking short. Oh, damn it. Come on. There we go. I turned the lamp on when I was cleaning. Now it's too blowy. All right. Whew. I got it. Literally by like the tippy tips of my fingers. Wouldn't have worked if I wasn't wearing gloves. The gloves are what made the capture. Okay, so these are the two I want to use. Put these over here. Put them in my box to go back in my binder. Whee! So I've been trying to stick with like doing design boxes so I get better about putting products away. Anybody else have tips for when you're working on projects so that stuff doesn't get too crazy? Just get off my glove, man. You're gonna drive me batty. Get off. Get off my glove. Okay. All right. Nail back. One thing to consider is the size of the nail for your pattern. Okay, so we're gonna move that to the end. So we're pretending this is already done, right? That's kind of a bigger fishnet. I do wish they were a little smaller. I'm still on the hunt for like the perfect lace foils. But it's cute. I like her. This one's cute too. So I could even set it up so it was like less of the big design and do more of the little design. So I just get that lace look. Doop. So something like that. Even it's got even that cute little scallop edge. So if you see it, like it's still a little sexy. That's fair. That's pretty much what's happening right now. Which is what's making it traumatic to put things away. Like, or I could do it this way and just have that. Tara, Patty, which do you guys like better? Do you guys like the diamond or the sleeve lace? Oh, found the Swiss dots. They've blown away. Or the Swiss dots. All right. Swiss dot would look like this. Sort of a Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, sexy kind of pinup. This feels more pinup-y, which is kind of hot. But it faces the same problem as the diamond, where like the circles are pretty big. So I'm not sure it gives the same effect. Yeah, okay. Let's see, Mama's gonna look real close, see which one she likes. The dots are pretty hot. I think I'm gonna go with the diamond today. I'll do the diamond. I know, I'm crazy. I can never make up my mind. I do. And that's part of this year is practicing stamping. I am not good enough to stamp these right now, or else I would do that. Because I have like 5 lace plates. And they're my main reason for wanting to learn stamping. So, that's what we'll be doing later this year. And that was part of my reason for like getting all organized, is I've literally got my filming photo space right here. And then to my right is all of my stamping supplies. I've got all my paints, my like polishes. I've got my plates in a container plus a binder. I've got all my stampers and my scrapers in one place. So I'm literally just making like a home for stamping because it's such a messy, complex part, like art, that just picking it up and randomly doing stamping just doesn't work for me. So I've made a place for the stamps to live, and then that's the plan, which I'm very excited. My husband's been kind of like, so why do we own all of these things if if you're not using them? I'm like, don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. I don't want to talk about it. All right. So I have the tank side up. We're going to pray this works because I couldn't find my foil gel. I've had good luck with sticky shit from Cosmic, so I just give it a good shake. We apply it until it dries clear. And then that's when we attach the foil. So, all right. So I'm just painting it on the back. Hopefully it dries clearer than it looks. Because right now it looks kind of yellow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'll make sure we got all of it well stickied. Not too thick, not too thin. All right. Right? Yeah. Yes. That's the place I've been living. So I got that binder, and then I got some acrylic boxes. And even that's almost full. So I'm going to do, like, I think it was you, right? It was you or Eleni who did the index cards, and you just stuck, like, you labeled them and, like, sorted them and then stuck, like, an index card where they were stored to, like, tell you what was in each section. So I think I'm going to do that and just have multiple acrylic containers that hold the plates. There's just so many plates. There's just so many plates. I have so many plates. So this is air drying right now. That's the downside to using sticky shit or whatever. So here's one of my acrylic containers that has my maniology. That's not the full one. I have a full one. The nice thing about the full one that I have is that it actually holds my multiple brands. Can't even talk today. It holds multiple brand sizes of plates. From tall to wide. The outfit. Aha! Here it is. Let's pull it up. So, this is right here. So this is the container that I got the plates in. It's got a lid. It fits all brands. Ooh, it's so heavy though. But yeah. So it literally fits all brands. I think I got this at Target, and it's got like a little stacking top, so I need more of these. But then if it stacks, I can have the index labels and then stack these on top of each other, and I'll know summer, spring, animal, lace. That's kind of the idea. Yeah. That's the tot. Off. I'm so tired of the static electricity from the foils already. They're like, get off of my hand. I am done. All right. Hot. Like, I like the binder, because what I did is I bought a big photo album binder, not one of the nail plate binders. And then I put the inserts in that. Okay. It's clear. What is that? What happened there? There's like an air bubble or something that happened. That's frustrating. Hopefully the lace hides that. All right. So you want to make sure you put the dull side down of your foils, not the shiny side. Okay. And we're gonna try to align it. When it's straight, with a sexy end and a sexy beginning. All right. Then you're just going to gently press the foil down onto the sticky stuff. Air dry transfer. I might even do this and just sort of gently rub it so I don't accidentally press through the tank. Okay. I hope this works. Okay, I think as long as I'm really gentle with the pull, we'll get 90% of the design. Which honestly, with nail foils these days, some are really good, some are still really bad. Back in the day, they used to all be awful. I never had good luck with them. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm noticing what's not picking up, and I'm like trying to lay the foil back down to like press it and make sure it gets there. All right. A little better. There we go. We got most of the design. Okay. Then I'm going to seal it with top coat. Boop. It doesn't have to be the liquid IV. It can just be a regular top coat. Wait, what? There's panda plates coming out? Ah! Tara, can you send me the link? Is it Maniology? I love pandas. Reminds me of my friend Pearl. I missed her so much. She moved to the Bay Area and she promptly forgot all about us. But I'm going to invite her and her kids to Kieran's birthday party. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. Like, I want to have his birthday early. I'm like, I just want to go now. I just want to go take him now. I might do a Friday night for him there, just to get him used to it again. So, Cosmic ordered this oil slick textured foil. So if you want to pick up any vinyls in this, this is what it looks like. I haven't had a chance to use them, but I'm just obsessed. I got like leopard print. I got a bunch of other ones. I just haven't got time to use them, which is so sad because they're so cool. Now, obviously, they're going to be a little less textured looking, I think, if you add top coat. I haven't tried it yet, but the design is cool. It's like how it looks. Right. So now it's time to look at our mix-ins. All right. Currently, we're not doing the red chrome, so we'll look at the others. I had these laces too, but I'm really bummed about the designs. Like, I don't like that design or that design, and I barely like that one. It's like I only got like 2 that I liked, and like the white are fine. But like this new one here is I've been seeing in a lot of the black ones. I'm like, no, don't like it. It feels like Greek. I don't know. And that's not the vibe I'm going for generally. When I'm doing a lace set of nails, I'm not going for Greek. All right. So now you have to consider your mix-ins and like think of them by size and weight. Certain ones are going to float better than others. And so you can play around with that, or you can just wing it like I tend to do. Usually it works fine for me. I had some problems with the clock gears being like too big and not moving as much as I wanted them to move, so that was kind of an issue. But it still looked cute. You just had to look close to see that it was a clock gear. Otherwise, it just kind of looked like a metal circle. All right, where did my box of sheesh go? There it is. Go one more time in the lamp. Oh God, this bucket is so heavy. So full of stuff. All right. Pull out the tips. I don't have the tips in there right now. Decided I'm not doing the nude, I don't think, so I'm gonna pull out my nudes. All right. No, not doing that. Rhinestone box. We might do these. I've got teeny tiny rhinestones pulled out in case I want to shove them into the tank. I do have these little bead balls. Tiny rhinestones. I have a whole heaping of caviar beads, and I just bought some more. Because it does take like an okay amount of the caviar beads to go in there. Not too much, not too little. Where did the red metal hearts go? Did I leave them somewhere? Dang it! I had a red metal heart that I was going to put in here, and it doesn't look like it made it into my bucket. That's annoying. Double, triple check. Grr. Arg. Oh, maybe that's why I had this bucket out. It might be in this tray. It might be in this tray. Ooh, so much stuff. Ah, yes. That's why I had this big old honking thing out. I've gone through so many different types of storage. None of it's worked well or perfectly. Nothing has worked perfectly, I think, is the best way to say it. Let's see. Kind of a pinky red. I've got like pinky red and black, I think, are the colors. Let's see. Well, there might be like red. Oh, let's get a scooper. All right. They're slippery. They're slippery. Come here. Jeez, they're super slippery. They do not want to leave the container. Oh, Lord. Just pick up. Just come here. Just leave the container, please. Ugh, I'm going to grab my wax pen. Fine. Fine. Be a jerk. Back here. I just don't like wax because it makes things like cloudy and sticky. Let's see. Come here. All right. Got one red, one black. We'll see how those fit. Okay. Maybe I'll grab one more red just in case I have room for two. Okay, so these are just little metal hearts. I thought they were super sweet and they would look cute tumbling around. I thought I had micro glitter, but I was not able to find any red micro glitter. It was more of an orangey, and I didn't like it. So, anyways. Yeah, I had that little triangle tray. Where'd it go? I had the triangle tray. There it is. Easier to work than the triangle tray. All right. So I know everybody likes gold. I like silver. But everybody else likes gold. So I mostly have silver caviar, but I do have some gold. Purchased under much social duress. These are red. They're for my Christmas baubles. I didn't really get around to using them, but I think they're too big. I think they would take up too much room in the tank, so I'm gonna skip the beads in this set. I'd rather do those in a larger square set, I think. These are my tiniest caviar. Silver, yeah, see, Tara, I'm drawn more to the rose gold too these days versus, like, never gold, but silver and rose gold. Those are pretty much my preferences. Because I think I can like the rose gold because it's closer to, like, a copper feel. And I'm very much like I like the steampunky. If it's going to be gold, it needs to be, like, antique gold or copper or silver or pewter, you know? I kind of like those vibes. Why is this not opening? Ah! Oh my gosh. It looks like I might have spilled activator on it at some point and it sealed it shut. I'm going to have to drill them free. So, let's go over here. I don't feel like drilling them free. I need to use these. All right. Let's see. And again, they're so tiny and they get so staticky. Just want to tap some out. Why is there so much dust? Oh, I'm not putting dust in my nail. Okay. All right. I need to get one of those like little tiny fairy spoons because they're so small. I was using like a magnet pen, but then I was fighting trying to get the beads off of the magnet pen. It was a whole production. Whole production. Let's check the nail. Check the nail to the caviar bead size and see what I think. I mean, it won't float as well as I want it to. So yeah, we'll stick away from the bigger caviar beads and we'll stick with the tiny ones. Put these to the side in case I need more. So yes, they're very staticky. I'm gonna pull out. But luckily they are real metal, so you can use a magnet to pick them up. That's what I was doing on New Year's. And then you have to fight to get them off though. They make these little like lines, little caterpillars. Urgh. And you can't get too close to the container because then you pick up the rest. They're fun. Alright, get off, get off, get off. Wish there was a button I could press. I'd be like, demagnetize, just so they'd drop in. But no. But no. Get off. Alright, good enough. Put that to the side in case I need any more. Alright. Pick these up. Put these in here. Size of the black one. It's the easiest to see. Yeah, it'll fit. It'll almost even go down to the bottom. So I think one heart, one or two hearts, Tara. One red, one black, two red, one red. Let me know. Everybody gets a vote here. And I might add just a couple of these tiny ones. Half the time they turn around, one red, one black, okay. Half the time they turn around and you just see the silver, but you know, when they work right, they're very pretty, very pretty. I'll throw in one of these bigger ones because it's fun. I like to play with size in the tank nails. Just seems pretty. Boop, boop. All right. So yes, I put a lot of thought and planning into my tank nails. It's not really like a grab and dump. I don't know why. It's just how my brain works. I like to be very deliberate in everything I do. It's probably the hyper focus from my ADHD. Just super picky. All right. So now here's the important part. So here's where we seal up the tank, okay? You want to seal it with the least amount of gel because the more gel you put in there, the more tank room you lose. But you need to have enough that you're not going to be leaking oil. Because once that oil hits gel, it's a very difficult game. I don't like to play it. I don't like to play it. It's not fun. Unfun, unfun. Where is my spatula? Fudge it. Fudge it. Okay. So I like to keep our little tank bed on, so I have some place to like sort of start the gel. It's very thick. It'll be, if you want it to stay very, very thick, so it's, you know, even easier to work with, I recommend chilling it. But again, the point is to seal without losing tank space. Okay, and you'll be able to file this and top coat it if you need to smooth it out. Just gotta remember, if you file it, top coat it, because otherwise it's gonna be blurry. Oh, that's no fun. All right. Okay. We had our little paintbrush, but it ran away. So you can see it's sort of pooling there and like collapsing. You just really want to check and make sure. If you need to, take a paintbrush or a spatula. That's a wax pen, that's not gonna work. Where was that when I was looking for it? Much prefer that one, it's a white wax. All right, ready to go. Ready to go. Grr. Arg. Grr. Arg. My little cute mermaid brush ran away. Hi. We'll just use we'll use my ombre brush. So you're just gonna poke it in, smooth it out. Not too smooth, but not too thick, because you can see here that it goes in and you start to lose that tank space. So you really want it to be as thin as possible while creating a seal. Okay. So I give it a little tap. I don't want to lose all that tank space. I'm going to use this. I'm actually going to try to poke it. Just needed to move down tiniest bit. Okay. I made a mess. I made a mess. Oh, let's have the others too. Let's bring the silicone tool too. All right. All right. I'm just getting into the tank and I'm poking out that extra gel that sort of made a mess. Because grr. Because grr. The ideal point of all of this is you want to make sure your tank is ultra clear. Ultra clear, not leaking. So I have these really cool tiny silicone tools I got on Temu. They're super tiny. So I kind of love them. But anyways, the whole point of this is we're making sure this is plugged. All right, pretty sure it's plugged. Alright. Into the lamp we go. So again, these gels are hard gels. They cure tack-free. They're not soakable, which is what you need. So if you have like any of like the low viscosity Korean gels or Japanese gel top coats, those would work for both. You could use them to plug and make your tank. Only I could turn one tank into like a 2-hour process. All right. So we're done. We're good. It's sealed. Okay. Now I'm going to carefully try to clip these. Grab my clipper. All right, clippy clips, where'd you go? I've got 5 million scissors. Where are my cuticle clippers? Yeah. Nowhere to be seen. So I guess we're gonna try the scissors. All right. Hopefully they don't crack into the tank because that would really piss me off. All right. So typically I've been using cuticle nippers to do this, but scissors work too. Kind of the point is to get as close as you can, and you can just file off the rest. Okay. Come on. That's awesome. I'm sure those look great. I have a set like that too. It took that long. I've been playing, I got so many cat eye gels that I've been playing with. I've bought like all the different magnets. Okay. All right, so we got that, looking good. I'm going to start by picking up one of the hearts. Okay, grab the black heart and get her in there. Oh yeah, she goes right to the bottom of the tank. That's perfect. And there's probably not enough room for it to like spin around, so you want to make sure you load this color side out so we can see the pretty design. Then we're gonna add, again, try to add these silver side down, color side up. It works, it doesn't work. Yes! The placement is where I end up with like analysis paralysis, right? Yeah. I really like that cat eye sweater stripe nail. I've got a couple of those I've been doing. But I don't know. I don't have as many. I feel like my sweater nail colors are too close to each other, like too pale. I don't know. I tend to gravitate towards certain colors. We all know this. Mostly purple, maybe blue, maybe some black. Okay, now that to move. All right. Hopefully that didn't get too much gel on it. I'm worried about that. All right. Try to carefully pick these up. And I'm just gonna tap our caviar beads in. Hopefully mostly caviar. Some of those rhinestones are coming along. Guess I didn't need to worry about that. Yeah, you just don't want to overload. Otherwise you won't see any movement. I didn't get this year's advent calendar. Is it last year's you're using? Or this year's? All right, so we have our caviar beads in there. Can add more, have less. Let's see, I like to try to look at it. Ugh, stickies, get off. Come on. All right. Okay, this year's. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that one. All right, so let's see. We'll call it hearts. It's a decent amount of movement. Wanted to check again. Yeah, so I went a little too high up, which is where what I'm known to do. So it's like, so you'll see, go down. And so I always just double check that fit. And then I try to account for it when I put my closing gel in. All right, so now is the oil part. We want to put the oil in without hopefully getting the lip oily, because that's where you have like the gel issues. Oh man, well, that's unfortunate. And they're still selling it for such a high price considering it's like the Advent season's over. So I looked at it to buy it during the sale and I was like, nope. All right. So it's got this little nozzle that makes this nice and easy. I tried to transfer it over to a more needle tip one that I have and it didn't work. But I would prefer a needle tip because I would like to be able to get it way down there. It's so hard to squeeze. My little hands are not strong. There we go. You got to think about how much oil you put in, so you don't want to have too much or too little. It's a pretty fine line, in my opinion. All right, so that's about where I want to go, and that's where I need to, that's where my nail fit. I'll check it again. But yeah. Yep. So I can add just a little bit more. That's the important thing, I think, is just checking the nail fit. Where your nail ends, where the oil ends. Okay. I don't remember if I'm supposed to put an air bubble in there or not, but sometimes I see air bubbles, sometimes I don't see air bubbles. And then we go ahead and we use our Band-Aid glue. That's what she calls it, the thick viscous liquid Band-Aid. And that caps up the top. Generally, I have been putting enough in there so I can file a little arch for like my nail bed to go into. I don't know if that's more like on purpose or more on it's a happy accident. But I kind of like how the way it like snugs in on the nail. It's almost like clipping it on. I don't know. I don't know. Hard to describe. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to roll up a non-wipe, a lint-free thing, so that I can kind of pick up any of the oil that went in and got on the actual tank or non-tank part, just to try to make sure the gel adheres. I only had one leaky nail, but one leaky nail is enough. All right, stay there. Tighten it up a little bit. I had more of those little sticks, but I can't find them. That's the whole reason I packed the sticks, was so I could do that with them. Okay. All right. Hopefully that worked. It's the only thing I could think of to like try to help. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna hopefully cap it. This always takes up like the most of the gel, so it's like it's hard to keep it from sliding into the tank. That's what I was experiencing for Christmas. That's a matter of just like close it up with as much as you can. That might be the bad part of doing sculpted, is that you end up with more bed. Okay, try that. That into the lamp. Very carefully. Oof. Oof. Clean my brush. Cleaning my ombre brush because that's what I plan on using to combine the cranberry and the red from BDazzld. The cranberry is hema-free. The one from BDazzld is not. So I have to be very careful about touching it. I lost the lid. I'm so terrible at holding onto lids and not losing them. Good, there it is. It's like I didn't go far. It's like the brain skip. All right. In theory, we have a tank nail. Okay. Oh, nope, it leaked. Dang it. Okay. Yep, it leaked. I gotta plug up a side. Dang it. No, bummer. Bummer, it leaked. Everything I did to avoid it. All right. Where do the little cushiony things go? I just want to wipe it off. I just need to buy more of those orange, like the sticks with the fuzz on them. These need to work better. Now here they are. Here's one. Okay, I'm gonna spray it with alcohol to hopefully break up that oil so I can seal the tank without it slipping. All right, so I'm just using another one of these sticks and I'm just gonna spray it with alcohol so I can kind of swab and break up the oil that leaked. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more oil in. Hopefully it goes through the little hole because I think I lost, looks like I lost. No, I didn't lose. It slid all the way in even though I tried really hard to not have it do that. That's a bummer. Yeah. I lost so much tank space because of that. That's frustrating. All right. Yeah. So like I said, you gotta be really careful with this gel because you will lose tank space if it goes in too thick and it'll leak if it's too thin. Like I think right now I could just push it and it would go in. Let's see. Pretty annoyed with it. Yeah. Pretty annoyed. All right. Well, tap, 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 tap. I'm just swabbing the nail bed again. See, I almost wish this was even thicker. Like, I want this to be like polygel density, but like non-stick. I just want to be able to make like a tiny little plug and like shove it in there versus having to worry about ish leaking. Want it to leak. Okay. Try that again. How I've just tried to soak up again with a wipe. And then I'm just gonna fill it in like a plumber. And then I'm just gonna file that. I'm not even gonna worry. I'm just gonna file it. If I need to, I'm gonna file it. It's fine. Okay. I'm plenty annoyed now. Plenty annoyed. It's all good. It's all good. This is only my 3rd tank nail. Which is why I thought it would be fun to do live. Because I honestly like messing up in front of people because then we just get to fix it together. I'm as real can be. I'm like, watch me mess up. It's fine. We'll fix it together. Sometimes we just redo it together, but I'm not redoing it today because I gotta go get Kieran in 15, 20 minutes. I have to leave in 20. Ugh! All right. Coffee, coffee, coffee. All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm so mad. So somehow that red heart turned around too. Oh, that's aggravating. The black heart stuck itself somehow and wedged it. All right, let's see. Let me put this over a white so you can be seen easier. Let's see what's happening down in here. All right. So right here, the plug went too far down, and so we lost a bunch of space there. Somehow, in all of the kerfuffle, the red heart turned itself around, and so now it's facing the wrong way. And the black heart shoved itself down into the bottom, even though that wasn't sticky or wet or anything. There we go. All right. I got the black heart moving. But still, it's just not enough tank space, especially for 2 hearts. Especially for 2 hearts. So that's annoying. But anyways, yeah. So it's not perfect. I'm gonna finish up the painting just to see like how it's gonna come out, and then I'm probably gonna redo it so that it looks nicer. But yeah, I mean, I like the idea. It was going good places. Maybe less rhinestones too. Maybe just like 1 or 2 rhinestones. I didn't mean to add the other ones. They kind of fell in. But without that extra tank space. With the extra tank space, it would have worked. But we literally lost like this much tank space, which is annoying. Oh well. We're just going to decorate it the way I was going to decorate it. And get the full effect, and then I'll redo it tonight. I'll redo it tonight. It's fine. All right. So for New Year's, I did French because I liked that look. I always love a French with a black, like sexy, sexy. Okay. Here's our red to start. I'm going to cure that as the first layer. Then I'll cure the second layer, and then we'll ombre the Beatles translucent red over stuff. Go. I put the paintbrush. I put the paintbrush in the cherry cup. Oh well. What you gonna do? All right. I got our cute little tank nail here. Wish that red, like I'd almost live with it if that red heart didn't turn itself around, because it looks hot. Like from the back, you can see how nice that red heart would look. Let's see if I can hold it. Let's take that off. So yeah, that red heart was gonna do exactly what I wanted it to do, looks wise. But I think I had too much oil leak. Gotta change the sticky again. All right, change the sticky and wipe it down. See, that's the dangers of working with the oil. It gets everywhere and it makes everything like non-stick and annoying. And annoying. Gotta wipe it down. All right. That should work. Oh, smart! How do I make it stick to the metal? I like that idea though. I like where you're going with that. I thought I had red glitter hearts that I was going to put in there, but I couldn't find them. So it was after I saw the metal ones. I was like, oh, maybe, I think I still have the red glitter hearts, but no, I could not find them. Could not. It's like weird gaps in my nail art. My nail art catalog. So we're gonna take this, the cranberry, and go in here and put it on our nail. I do have acrylic markers. I have a crap ton of acrylic markers. So many acrylic markers. For all the acrylic nail art I do. Which is another plan for the year. I got a lot of plans this year. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cure this first layer. See what that gets me. First layer of the tinty red. Whoop. My husband's been using my acrylic markers for his Gundams too. There's been a lot of hobby crossover that was unexpected. Unexpected hobby crossover. I really recommend, these are HEMA free, TPO free. The Bright Rainbow. This, it's like a whole glitter set that's got like bronze and champagne and silver and green. But that red is just stunning. I'm so obsessed with the glitters. It's like such a good silver that they put in the formula. Very pretty. Very pretty. I haven't decided yet if it's making it in the mani, but it might. Because I'm gonna do me like that. We're in the lamp. But yeah, I have a Rargism I'm not saying the whole name, red, like clear, that I could have used too, but I didn't find it in time, so we just went with beetles. I am allergic to beetles, but that's why I'm wearing gloves. These are like my 4 mils. Normally I'll wear 6 to 8 when I'm working with gels that I know I'm allergic to. Yay, nail allergies. I'm just sort of adding to the opacity. Kinda wanted to give it a red French look almost, which I may have to just paint in. I may just have to paint the French. I know. Yeah, I'm allergic to acrylic now, so yeah. It's another reason I've really narrowed down the companies I work with for dip. It's mostly people I like and who I want to support. Yeah, so I only do gel on my hands now, and I only do acrylic dip as press-ons. Whole thing. All right. Okay. All right. More of the cranberry. Why does that lid keep falling off my paintbrush? Very frustrating. All right. I was using actual paintbrush to get this line. Just want to try to paint a nail bed. I know I should have just done this way the beginning, and then ombre down from the nail bed. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what's happening to me, Tara. And I don't know if it's different ones. So I've just been approaching all acrylic and all dip with gloves. I won't even organize or clean without gloves now. Because yeah, those hives, they hurt. They like get really big and sore and blistery, and they're yucky. Yucky, yucky. Make sure. A pseudo nail bed going on with the red. I'll clean it up. Whack my power cable. So now I'm just gonna take and do what I normally do. Clean up my French line with either a dry brush or a brush that has clear on it. All right. Mostly opaque. Where did that bead come from? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody invited you to the party, bead. Okay. Another nice cool thing about like doing a French is you get to see that lace peek out and like disappear a little bit. And it's, I don't know, I just find lace nail art super sexy. There we go. That's Gotta do the old lady peek around my glasses. Alright. Keep blurring this out. I'm gonna go in with the sheer red. I'll make sure a pretty good, distinct French line. Alright, cure that. Then we'll pat on and pat off the sheer. Alright, clean up my brush, because red stains so bad. Usually, YouTube recommends my videos more when I do the vertical mode. It's the only reason I did vertical. Should have just done horizontal. Oh well. Oh well. Got my husband's new phone first, and then we're getting my new phone. I'm gonna have the 17 Pro Max for the bigger screen. Bigger screen, bigger screen. My little alcohol bottle. Ah! All right. Man. I don't even know how that stupid red heart turned itself around, because when I put it in, it was 100% facing the right direction. Oh well. Now we're just going to start with the sheer. It's more like I'm going to like blend the sheer into clear versus the sheer into the red, I think. Oh, wish my husband realized how loud he talks. I can hear him all the way at the back of the house. It's like, shh, quiet. Should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know. I love the glitter. I love glitter. I have such a problem with glitter. Such a love affair. So I'm trying to wipe away some of that glitter, but it's mostly taking the red tint. So I'm gonna have to just wipe. Please come off. Please come off. Or I'm really gonna have to ombre that cranberry again. Which is fine. Just didn't want to have to. Ah, my nose. mostly to cover up that silver glitter. Cure that. La, 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 la. All right, I gotta finish this up because I gotta cruise. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna take that sheer red. Yeah. Smack the camera with it. Or lose it again. There it goes. I keep putting it away. Keep putting it away even if it's not ready to get put away. All right. I'm just gonna go back over that glitter. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that looks really good. I really like how that glitter looks under the Beetles sheer. Okay. Let's see if I can get that. Get my light on it right. Let's see. Kind of hard to see. Trying to catch that silver. So that's the glitter right there. Camera does not want to refocus. Okay. And I just want to pat down a little this bit to bring it down into the tank. I don't want too much in the tank because we already lost so much space. But one of those rhinestones is stuck up there. Let go! Get down! Tapping the tank. I'm like, get out of there! It's not leaving. It's not leaving! It's okay. Alright. I'm just gonna tap. If you have a sponge nearby, use the sponge. My sponges moved, so I don't know where they went. Okay. And I'm not afraid to buff color, so if I feel like the top of this got too thick, I'll just buff it out a little bit. Take off some of that thickness. Generally without taking off too much of the color. Just the regular thickness. We're in the lamp. And I should just be able to file the sides. and at least have a somewhat done product before I go. That's it. It's mostly the tank and ironing out the tank plugging and all of that. Which can be a little frustrating. I think I will do my suggestion, and I'll actually take the Band-Aid gel and I'm going to put it in ice water. So it just has more like a lower viscosity so that it doesn't flow as well. And that way I can get a nice plug for the tank versus droplets of gel. I mean, that's my only complaint about this product type, is that it kind of drips. And I don't want it to drip. I want it to stay in one place. So if you find your own good low viscosity top gel, I recommend using that. It'll stay still better. All right. Last time I actually waited to file these until they were on my hand because I was having a lot of trouble filing them on the stand because they're like round. They were just like wiggling around too much. So I'm just top coating them right now. I forgot to do that. I forgot to top coat it. You can't file it unless it's top coated. Back at the lamp. So notes. I really liked the lace that we used, so I'll pull out another one of those. I might be able to get another nail out of here, but I kind of was a jerk and I like went in the middle. But I liked that lace. I'll use that lace again. I will use only 1 or 2 tiny red rhinestones. I will, like you said, maybe paint the back of that heart. So if it does flip around, we're still just getting like beautiful red. I may do black. I'm not sure I love the red nail bed, but I might do black into that glittery see-through red versus like black into black. I think that might look cool. Anyways, but we did a good job. We got high shine, high clarity, which is hard. You got high clarity, high shine. Okay, I'm just filing these up close to my face real quick to start. I am not a on-camera filer. They're too hard. They're too hard to file. But I will show I am taking down both sides and then I'll take the front. We didn't clip all the way over when we sealed off the tank. We just clipped close. So then now it's time to file off the excess, get it right up to those side walls of the tank. And of course, you're gonna have to top coat again because it's gonna be blurry from the filing, but it's okay. That's okay. No big deal. Taper that nail really good. You gotta remember to cap your tank with clear gel or else it will look cloudy. Because basically all of the edges reflect into the tank and can cause cloudy cloudiness or distortion of the image, clarity. Okay, I'll wipe it down. Wipe off all the dust, because you want this to be ultra clear. So we just brought down the sides, filed the cap. Okay. So I'm just making sure we're very clean, no dust. Got dust on my hand though. Gonna top coat it one final time, or I'm gonna throw the nail across there. That's fun. All right, it's clean, it's tapered. Just double checking that taper, make sure I'm really happy with it. Ultra straight. Okay. Clean off. Clean the dust. Wipe, wipe, wipe. All right. So, got fuzz on my hand. It's not on the nail. This house is so dusty. I hate it. Anyways. So here's the tank nail that we're looking at before I go in and top coat it again. Boop. All this fuzz, I don't know where it came from. Okay, so I've got the tank nail. You can see the movement. I think I will go down to the one heart though, because even, so this should be open. Like this was a mistake. This should be all the way back here. And then we'd have a lot more movement. It would disappear into that ombre and come back out. Okay. That is the overall method to the madness. And these are nice and short compared to the ones that, you know, Nail Lab uses. I just wanted to show you can have movement in shorter nails. And my next step is to try to get them down to here and then really just have like the French nail bed. Okay, I gotta go and get my kid, but that's where we are. I will make sure to post the finished set. I do like this kit. I'm not affiliated with her at all. Yeah, I do like the kit though. It made everything really easy. And then I can see where I want to make changes to the process. Where I think I can make changes. Yeah. Like that. Maybe I go with a deeper design. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll mess around. I'll try this real quick. What would it look like over the red gel? Yeah, doesn't really do much for it. Doesn't make the black stand out any. It just kind of. So yeah, that's the one downside. I might even use decals because nail foils, I just find they're never black enough. They're just never dark enough for me to be like, yes, that works. I don't know. Maybe I'd use a different lace for it to be more impactful. Maybe I just put the heart in there. Maybe I just put the heart, 3 beads, and then like the rhinestones, because then you would potentially get to see more of the design. And the darkness of the black wouldn't matter as much. So yeah, lots of room to play. That was kind of the idea I was going to do. Maybe even put some gel, like rhinestones here, if you wanted it to be super bougie. Milky white? That could be. Or like milky white, maybe a nude. I don't know. Red chrome. What would red chrome look like? Would that even work? Would red chrome even work? I do like a chrome. And I have seen her do her tank nails with chromes, and it's been very pretty. I'm a sucker for chrome. Let's see. Let's see what that would do. Not perfect, but yeah, it doesn't do much. Looks cool, but doesn't do much on the inside. But that would also just be a fun nail if you just wanted to do black with like red chrome. So you'd chrome it first, then you'd put the black behind it, and then you would have a red chrome tank, which would look very cool. So now that I'm thinking about that, I'm like, that would look pretty cool. So yep, lots of things you can do. I love the tank nails. I love using the sculpted shape. I think that works really well. Nope. Okay, I really gotta stop playing. I gotta go. I could just play all day. The problem is that I'm not doing enough sets because I'm experimenting and I'm playing and I'm just like, I got a nail done. I should probably photograph that nail so I have content. All right, I'm out. I hope everybody has a great day. Hopefully I get to do another live soon. I am going live at the end of the month with Lift Your Spirit Dips on the 21st of this month, I believe. And then I'm going live with her the 21st of next month, or it's the 24th this month and 21st next month. We're going to be doing Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. And you guys know I do love me a St. Patrick's Day. So thank you guys. I'm out. Have a great day. Bye.
Just going to make sure we're out of time. I'm in a meeting.
Yep. Enjoy. Love you. Bye.